History is written by winners, so we often forget the second place finishes. These powerhouses were one win away from changing Brawl history as we know it. So today, I want to uncover some of the greatest teams to never win a world championship and figure out which was the best. The first what if I have in Brawl esports history starts in 2019, the year of the first world championship. The qualification process was different than it is today since there were no monthly finals. Instead, there were 3 different qualifier weeks that would condense down to 8 teams. The top 2 teams in the single elimination bracket qualified to the World Championship from EMEA. The top team was Clash Spain, which had Trevor, Guille VGX, and iChaos. These 3 breezed through the competition and only dropped 2 total sets the whole bracket, including wins over Nova Esports and PSG Esports in the final. They were set to be the #1 seed from EMEA. However, before the World Finals were banned for a member sharing their account. As a result, Nova Esports got the nod to take their place and in a twist of fate ended up dominating in their run to win the World Finals. Nova deserved the credit for taking advantage of an opportunity and getting the job done. But the world will never know if Clash Spain had what it took to win it all like Nova did. It's hard for me to say that Clash were the best team to never win the big one since it was only the first year of competition and so much has changed since, but nonetheless, it's clear that Clash were a good team. For the next team, I'm jumping to 2022. Fresh off of a world championship in 2021, ZETA Division decided to double down on Brawl Stars and signed a second roster. 2021 world champions Tensai, Shitampo, and Achapi split into 2 rosters and added some talented teammates from the East Asia region. Before the season, both teams were considered to be contenders for the World Finals, and the 7 monthly finals that year only confirmed people's assumptions. ZETA 1 and 0 lapped their region in points. The 2 teams split every monthly finals and battled in all 7 months. In the first half of the year, ZETA Division 1 took 2 of the 3 battles. This granted them the most points in the region and qualified them for the Mid-Season Invitational, an international event where top seeds in each region would compete at a LAN setting. This is comparable to 2025's Brawl Cup. ZETA Division 1 defeated Europe's #2 seed Team Queso, NA's #2 seed STMN, and Europe's #3 seed SK Gaming to win the event. To finish the second split, ZETA 1 earned 2 of the 4 monthly finals and qualified as the #1 seed from East Asia. In the World Championship run, they defeated EMEA's #6 seed CMG EU, EMEA's #2 seed Reply Totem, and NA's #3 seed STMN Esports while only dropping 1 set to each team. As fate would have it, ZETA Division would meet their sister team in the grand finals. The preseason powerhouses would have one final shot to prove who was the best, and this long-awaited clash would deliver as one of the best grand finals of all time.
Still able to pick up a gem despite this, so fortunate and small, but that's not going to stay that way. ZETA Division 0 need to reassert themselves, and Achapi's coming through for the backline. Moya Goku's in deep trouble now. Somebody get him a Senzu Bean. Tensai gets out of the action here, and ZETA Division 0, well, they're running the clock, and they're looking awful good.
ZETA 1 on the hunt, 6 seconds remain. They've got to get Tensai. He is the only one there. The patients are in. He gets it! Oh, Moya Goku coming in behind! What is going on? ZETA Division 1 are doing wondrous work!
Achapi's trying to keep them inside his side of the map. Going after Moya Goku could be crazy. He's gotten so far away. Takes 1 Gus hit. Tensai has to shield himself. 3 seconds left. Karu's bird comes in and it drops the gems. Kuru gets 4. Achapi with 9. He has super. He's going to try and walk away. Utility belt healing. The montage block. ZETA Division 0 pulled off the grandest heist.
Tambo here going to try to line up a super surely. Battle super shorts forward. Gets the save down to 11%. It's a tie potential here, but I don't think it's going to end that way.
Block.
20 seconds on the clock. Block. Oh no! 1%! 1%! 1% is all that was in it!
26 seconds left in the round. Moya Goku's trying to push his right-hand side. Shitampo's down. This could be it. The dive is there for ZETA Division 0. And it turns out, when you divide by 0, you get a problem you can't solve. ZETA Division 0 are your 2022 Brawl Stars World Champions.
ZETA Division 1 didn't win, but they had an incredible season. MSI champs, 4 of 7 monthly finals, 2nd at Worlds, and the only team they lost to the entire year was world champion ZETA 0. With this kind of season, they are no-brainers to be one of, if not the best team to never win the big one. While ZETA 1 has a pretty great argument to be the best to never win the big one, I'm heading to 2023. Many would point towards World Finals preseason favorites Crazy Raccoon, who ended up with a stacked resume. Sierra was composed of running 2-time champion Tensai, 2021 2021 world champion Shitampo, and 2022 runner-up Moyogoku. Crazy Raccoon had an incredible year. In the regular season, they won 4 of 6 monthly finals in East Asia. In third-party events like the Snapdragon Pro Series, they got first place in a double elimination finals and were the #1 seed from their region represented at Mobile Masters. Mobile Masters was an international tournament mid-season that consisted of the world's best, where they got top 4. In the first ever World Finals group stage, they 6-0'd in sets against some of Europe's best in Foot and SK Gaming, who ended up getting the semifinals the next day. On Championship Sunday, they cruised through their round 1 opponent Reply Totem, but in the semifinals would face off against a familiar foe. Crazy Raccoon were facing down the organization they'd won 2 world championships with. Either Tensai or their previous org would have a chance at a 3rd world championship in a row.
It's do or die right now for Crazy Raccoon. Well past 85, and this could be the big moment. They're holding on for dear life. The #1 seed from EMEA have taken down the Titans.
While it's clear that Crazy Raccoon had a phenomenal year, there was another team outside ZETA Division and Crazy Raccoon I would have bet on to be world champions in 2023. Let's take a look at the world's runner-up, STMN Esports. In North America, the region was split in 2 to form NA East and West. STMN elected to play in NA West. With Tribe Gaming, STMN's biggest rival, competing in NA East, they were uncontested as the preseason's top team. In the first monthly finals of the year, STMN breezed to the grand finals where they met Dogwalkers. Before the season, Dogwalkers were mostly seen as a spunky team that could cause an occasional ruckus in NA West. They were by no means unanimous contenders for the region, but would soon silence doubters with their gameplay.
Bobby somehow gonna have to be a superhero once again. He had the game of his life earlier, but this time, no success. STMN, the talk of the town, they've got the house, they've got the team coming back, but guess what? Dogwalkers, the one with a monthly finals championship.
Dogwalkers put themselves on the map in North America, but in month 2 proved that their first monthly finals victory wasn't a fluke.
STMN have to play this perfectly. Great shots by RT and a pop gadget from Zar to make sure he stays up. Charles with a return to sender. Zar, low HP, barely surviving. Patchy trying to deal with the enemy team. It's a back and forth affair. Bobby, the only one left, dies to the fog. Dogwalkers officially kryptonite. STMN go down once again.
This semifinals loss would hurt STMN for the rest of the year, but we'll get back to the BSC in a moment. In 2023, there was a major third-party series going on called the Snapdragon Pro Series. In North America's SPS 2 finals, STMN lost to Tribe Gaming in the upper bracket, meaning in order to win the tournament, STMN would have to win through the lower bracket and defeat Tribe Gaming in 2 straight matches in the upper bracket. In addition, the sets were best 3 of 5 rather than typical 2 of 3, making things even more challenging. But something about that Sunday morning was different for STMN.
10-star scoreline for STMN Esports, just a bit more time, but they're all out of reach. STMN Esports take the win, and they reset the bracket. STMN Esports are just 1 round from victory. Each of these kills could be permanent. Tyrant trying to dodge out a lot of damage as Liddy going remarkably offensive, and the takedown. Zar now going in for the final shot. Tyrant falls. Last rocket rain on the right side. A missed pull. It's got to be a hero play. A super to the sky, but the spins, the pins are out. The Protesto. STMN Esports are your Snapdragon Pro Series Season 2 champions.
Stamina did something unthinkable. They beat the same team that took them down just 2 days before twice in a row while only dropping 1 set. STMN didn't always win online, but there was no doubt on stage and in person they were one of the best in the entire world. STMN performed well enough in the NA SPS to advance to the finals in Mobile Masters, where the best from SPS's APAC, India, EMEA, and NA teams met. Once again, Stamina would show they are capable of greatness at a LAN event. There were 2 groups of 4, and STMN would be in the same group as Crazy Raccoon, the team to beat for the event given their status as previous world champions.
Closing in. Last call comes out. It's blocking out all the positions. Tensai trying to wrap around. Moya, he's going to fire off 1 shot. Throw out the cannon. He's trying his best. Shitampo, but no! STMN deny Crazy Raccoon and sweep them 3-0. History has been made, Sonny.
Not only did STMN beat Crazy Raccoon, but they swept them 3-0. Stamina were the first team to show that the Titans could bleed. Stamina ultimately lost to their rival Tribe Gaming in a 3-2 nail-biter in the semifinals, but nonetheless showed they they could beat the best on any given day. After Masters Japan, the BSC was back in full swing, and STMN would go on to take 2 monthly finals victories, but the early exit in month 2 hurt their point total. Dogwalkers, who would be picked up by Luminosity Gaming, became the #1 seed in NA West. This sent STMN to the last chance qualifier. STMN, despite having their ups and downs in the BSC regular season, dominated the event. In 3 matches, they dropped 1 set, including a 3-0 victory over Reject, who was led by 2021 world champion Achapi. The road would still be long and hard for STMN if they wanted to be champs. 2023 was actually the first year the World Championships would feature a group stage. The 12 teams were split into 4 groups, and STMN was placed in Group C, quickly coined the Group of Death. Group C featured ZETA Division, the #1 seed from Europe, and Nouns, the #1 seed from South America. Only 2 teams from this stacked group could advance to Championships Sunday. STMN would have to give it everything they had.
Sans slotting back in, trying to keep Gero out these backlines, stopping him from coming in. Meow goes in way too aggressive, and now it's 95 to 94. Gero sweeps in. Oh, he gets it done. He gets it. 100 to 99. And ZETA take it. 10%'s all that's needed for STMN, but Gero survives for so long. Now ZETA come in. Super there for Meow. Gonna go for it as well, but it's not enough. STMN take hot zone and move 2-1 up. ZETA continue this aggression. Shield gonna provide a lot of space, but now the pull comes in. Buster got the slow. 1 more shot to Bobby, but 1 more for Meow. He goes down. Now he missed the shot, but now coming in, the swing, he's there, but the TP, no heal, using the other star power, and now he gets it. Set 5, inbound. Hypercharge there, double slow yet again from Bobby. Cleans up, and 1 minute 30 between STMN and the win.
Sans buying his sweet time here. 1-0 for STMN, a couple supers along with it, an immediate tag into the Shadow Realm as well. Sans taking advantage of the mushrooms up top. Bobby already dishing that ball over to where Sans is standing. He's moving over to the left-hand side. Buster with the pullback. The mind control, no! Now he dumps it in his own net, secures the deal, and STMN gets a victory.
10 seconds left. Becca wants to step up now, but they should be hitting the safe instead of each other. Nouns fall in front of the objective, and STMN will advance to Championship Sunday.
The LCQ team had somehow won their group. Next up, STMN would tear through LANmina Esports and SK Gaming before finally meeting a familiar foe in the grand finals. But as we all know from the title of this video, not every story has a Cinderella ending.
There's a good chance that this next push could be the last. Who wins out in mid? Meow able to find the pick on Sans here, and Gero's back. He's diving in. He's looking for the safe, and ZETA Division are the Alpha and the Omega. Inevitable. Your 2023 Brawl Stars World Champions.
There have been many incredible rosters never win a world championship, but Stamina sit atop my list at #2 just behind ZETA Division 1. I know their online season wasn't special, but to me, the in-person setting, the LAN events, when the lights are brightest, the most money is on the line, and the most eyeballs are watching you, these guys showed up every single time. It was a special team and a special year for Brawl Stars, and for that reason, I'm sticking them at #2 on this list. But what do you all think? Let me know down below your thoughts on this topic, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it. It goes a long way to supporting me and is absolutely free. With that being said, we will see you all in the next one.